Hello, welcome to lesson 7 of the Hebrew course, where we will look at exercise 5 in the material. And exercise 5 is about the so-called construct chain, which is the genitive connection in Hebrew. Now, the genitive connection in Hebrew is expressed simply by putting two nouns next to each other, two or more nouns next to each other in a string or a chain, constructed together in a sense. We'll see some examples of that in the exercise, and sentence 1 goes like this: Amar Yahweh el Moshe be'eretz Mitzrayim. Yahweh said to Moses in Egypt's land. Amar, regular perfect third masculine singular, as we've seen so many times by now. Yahweh el Moshe to Moses be'eretz Mitzrayim. Be is familiar to you, in. Then Eretz Mitzrayim. Eretz is land, Mitzrayim is Egypt. Mitzrayim, incidentally, is a dual. The Aim ending indicates dual because there were two Egypts, Upper Egypt and Lower Egypt. Upper Egypt is the southern part of Egypt, up towards where the Nile comes from, and Lower Egypt, which is the Egypt where the Nile ends in the delta. So, Eretz Mitzrayim is a so-called construct chain, where the first word, Eretz, is said to be in the construct state. We operate with two states in Hebrew. There's the absolute state, which is the state of most words, and then there's a construct state, which is the words that are in the first place or first places of a construct chain. So Eretz is in the construct state, constructed into Mitzrayim via the stress. We don't say Eretz Mitzrayim, we say Eretz Mitzrayim. It's almost just one stress of this chain, in principle at least. And well, of course, in English you can say Egypt's land or land of Egypt. That's the same thing. Sentence 2. Moshe ve'Aharon omrim el ziknei ha'am kachol asher amar Yahweh Elohei Yisrael. Moses and Aaron said to the elders of the people, according to all which Yahweh, the God of Israel, said or had said. Moses and Aaron then are followed by a participle omerim. Remember that the participle is characterized by an o in the first syllable. O merim. This participle, all participles are inflected as nouns, as adjectives, and the im ending here is the plural ending for nouns, and with the obvious plural subject, Moses and Aaron. So they were saying, this is a nominal clause then, in a sense. You add the verb to be, and the verb to be can, nominal clauses like this can be found both in the past, in the present, and in principle also in the future. So they were saying to the people's elders. Ziknei is a substantivized adjective. Ziknei derives, or ziknei in the singular masculine is zaken. Zaken means old, and here it's used for one thing in the plural, and then substantivized. It's made into a noun, meaning old ones, or in this case, elders. Now, this word is then in the construct state. It's the elders of the people. The construct state, which is sometimes marked and sometimes unmarked. So in sentence 1, we had the land of Egypt. There, the construct state was unmarked. In the masculine singular, the construct state is unmarked, meaning there's no particular ending added or changed. But in the plural, there is in the plural masculine, you see a a form difference, a difference in form between the construct state and the absolute state. So elders in the absolute state would be zekanim, right? Im being the masculine plural ending, zekanim, and that is contracted then to zikne in the construct state. The important part there is the fact that the mim disappears. The im ending becomes e. That is a very common occurrence in Hebrew. And it indicates the construct state and hence a construct chain or a genitive chain, we can also say. So ha'am is the people, zikne ha'am, elders of the people, or the people's elders. Kachol, ke is like or according to all which Yahweh, God of Israel, had said. Amar, a regular perfect. And perfect can mean, perfect is generally a past tense. In this case, it's had said. It can be, in other words, pluperfect. So, what the perfect generally means is that the action has been completed. It can also be used for future perfect. Then we have the last two words. Elohei Yisrael, God of Israel, okay? So God is, Yahweh is very often referred to as God in the plural, which is to be translated God, not gods. And it is inflected in the singular. So with verbs, even though Israel's God is termed God in the plural, the verbs will be in the singular, adjectives will be in the singular. But I mean, when the word God is in the construct state, as here, it does behave like regular plural nouns. In other words, in plural masculine, when the mim drops, it also drops in this word. So just as in ziknei ha'am, the elders of the people, here it's Elohei Yisrael, the God of Israel, in the construct state. Sentence 3 goes like this: Torat Yahweh Tmimah. The Torah of Yahweh, or the law of Yahweh, is perfect. Torah meaning law or teaching, or simply Torah is the word here, and it is a feminine word. It ends in a, and not all feminine words in Hebrew ends in a, but many do. And when a word ends in a, it usually, almost always actually, is a feminine word. And the form here is slightly different, right? So Torah is the Torah, but here's Torat, and that's the construct form, the construct state form of the feminine singular when it has an a. Many feminine singular words, or many feminine words, do not have the ending a in the singular. They behave just like masculine. There's no ending difference there. But if the word has an a ending in the singular, it will become at in the construct state. Just like here, Torat Yahweh. So when we see a word like Torat, we know that it's in the construct state. In other words, that it's possessed in a sense by a following word. Tmimah is just an adjective, is perfect. 4 is Katal HaMelech HaMitzri et Yoshiyahu Melech Yisrael. Katal, regular perfect, third masculine singular, killed. HaMelech HaMitzri, the king, the Egyptian, meaning the Egyptian king. So we had Mitzrayim up in sentence 1, Egypt. Mitzrayim is the name for Egypt. Mitzri is the adjective Egyptian. The Egyptian king killed Josiah, king of Israel. King of Israel, Melech Yisrael, is then a construct chain, with Melech being in the construct state naturally, and possessed in a sense by Israel, Israel's king, or king of Israel. Sentence 5, Natatz melech Bavel et kol chomot Yerushalayim. Babylon's king, or the king of Babylon, Melech Bavel, crushed et kol chomot Yerushalayim, all the walls of Jerusalem. Wall is choma in the singular, chomot in the plural, and the feminine plural chomot, the feminine ut ending in the plural, is unchangeable. In other words, it does not change its form in the construct state. So chomot is walls, whether or not it's in the construct chain. We know that it's in the construct state because we can see that it's in the construct chain, walls of Jerusalem. 6 is Ile Toledot Hashamayim veHaaretz. These are the stories of the heaven and the earth. Possibly this is the story of the heaven and the earth. Probably this is the story of the heaven and the earth. And we have a plural, Ile and Toledot. Ut is the ending there, but at least for us, this is a singular. This is a singular thing. The story of the heaven and the earth. This is from Genesis 2:4. And stories of the heaven, Toledot Hashamayim, is a construct chain. 7, Mikitz Shnatayim Yamim Paro Cholem Veine Omed al Hayaor. From the end of 2 years' days. That's a strange expression, right? But it means after a couple of years, Pharaoh was dreaming, and behold, he was standing on the river. The river meaning the Nile. When you're in an Egyptian context. Mikitz Shnatayim, from end of 2 years. After 2 years. After 2 years' days. Meaning after something like 2 years. The Yamim there simply adds some insecurity to the precision of the time there. And Kitz, well, means end. Shnatayim is 2. End of 2, a construct chain. Kitz is preceded by a mi, which is the preposition min, that where the nun has been assimilated into the kof. So this is actually an important sound rule in Hebrew. The the nun, whenever the nun clashes with another consonant, it will be assimilated. So you do not see minketz, you say mikketz. Well, if there's a definite article in front of a word, the preposition min will stay as min. But whenever there's not a definite article in front of a word, min will be written together with the word, and the nun will assimilate. It will leave a dagesh forte in the first consonant if the consonant is not a guttural, as here mikketz, the kof being lengthened. Okay, Pharaoh was dreaming, and behold, he was standing on the Nile, or by the Nile. Okay, sentence 8. Ashrei ha'ish asher lo halach ba'atzat rashaim uvderech hata'im lo amal uvmoshav letzim lo yashav. Fortunate the man, this is an expression in Hebrew, fortunate the man which does not walk in the counsel of evil ones, and does not stand in the road of sinners, and does not sit in the company of scoffers. So a number of construct chains there. Atzat Rashaim, counsel of evil ones. Itzah is counsel. Itzat with the tav is cancelled in the feminine construct, and so on. 9 is Yodea Yahweh derech tzadikim v'derech rashaim avda. God knows the way of the righteous, or the way of righteous ones, and the way of evil ones perishes. When your way perishes, that means that you perish, of course. 10. Halachu v'nei ha'Elohim el benot ha'adam ki tovotena. Sons of God went to the daughters of man, for they were good. In other words, they were beautiful. Sons of the God, or God. Elohim is sometimes called Ha-Elohim, with exactly the same meaning. God or the God, with the same meaning. The verb in the start, of course, is plural, halachu. And then b'nei is a plural masculine construct, okay? Banim would be sons in the absolute state. B'nei, or v'nei here, is the construct state, sons of God. Why is it then b'nei? Why is it not b'nei, but rather v'nei? There should actually be a dagesh lene in this when it's the first word of the first consonant of the word, but the u from halachu is sort of read together to form almost one word. Halachu v'nei ha'Elohim, uv'nei. So because of the preceding vowel, or the vowel that ends the preceding word, the b'nei becomes v'nei. Okay. 11. Halachu amim rabim el har Yaveh, el bet Elohei Yaakov. Many people went to the mountain of Yahweh, to the house of the God of Jacob. 12. Ruach Yahweh, Ruach Chochma Uvina, Ruach Itzah Ugvura, Ruach Da'at Veyirat Yahweh al Ben Yishai. The spirit of Yahweh, a spirit of wisdom and insight, a spirit of counsel and strength, a spirit of knowledge and fear of Yahweh, be on the son of Jesse is the English term. So this is a nominal clause where you have to add a form of the verb to be. So all this spirit should be on the son of Jesse. And that's exercise 5 and the end of this lesson. Thank you.